Hi, parents. Welcome back to the Parent Guide, helping your teen overcome pornography addiction. I'm Matt Bulkley, a psychotherapist. And if you're a parent feeling overwhelmed by your teen's screen time, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into something super important, and that is the five most common mistakes that we parents make when managing our teens' technology use and how those slip ups can unintentionally pave the way for pornography addiction. Look, I get it. Parenting in the digital age feels like defusing a bomb blindfolded. With smartphones in every pocket, our kids are just one swipe away from content that can hook them fast. Studies from places like the Journal of Adolescent Health show that early exposure to porn can mess with brain development, strain relationships, and tank emotional health. But here's the good news: you can't control every click, but the way you handle tech at home, that can be a game changer. In this video, we'll break down those five mistakes, why they backfire, and practical ways to fix them. So stick around for resources to get you started. And if this resonates, hit the like button, subscribe for more real talk tips for helping your teens in future videos. Let's jump in. All right, mistake number one: not setting clear boundaries or rules for technology use. Oof, this one's huge. So many of us assume our teens know better or that they'll magically stay clear of trouble. But let's be real: curiosity plus unlimited access, that's a recipe for unchecked exposure to explicit stuff like pornography. Without guardrails, they're navigating a wild digital jungle solo, and habits can spiral before you even notice. I remember a parent in one of my cases who thought, well, my kid's smart, they'll be fine. But without rules, her teen ended up deep into content that led to secrecy and shame and pornography. The fix: get proactive, create a family tech contract. Think of it like a team agreement. Outline specifics like no devices in bedrooms after 9, max 2 hours of unsupervised screen time a day, and tech free zones like the dinner table. Make it collaborative. Sit down together and say, hey, we want to keep you safe and help you build healthy habits. Let's agree on guidelines that work for all of us. Explain why. It's about balance, it's not about control. And here's the key: revisit it every few months as they grow. Adjust it for trust earned. This isn't about being a dictator, it's about teaching responsibility. One family I worked with turned movie night into a contract check in night. They review, laugh about wins, and tweak it as needed. Boom. Boundaries with zero drama. Moving on to mistake number two: overlooking the importance of open communication. This breaks my heart because so many parents dodge the porn talk, thinking, well, they'll come to me if it's bad or it's just too awkward. But silence, it leaves teens isolated, ashamed, or straight up confused when they stumble onto explicit content. Instead of turning to you, they Google it and boom, down the rabbit hole of unhealthy patterns. Research from the American Psychological Association backs this. Kids who can't talk openly about sex and tech are way more likely to develop addictive behaviors. So, how do we flip the script? Build a safe space early before exposure hits and start it casual. The internet's got tons of confusing stuff out there. If something weird or uncomfortable pops up, I'm here, no judgment. Use simple words, frame it as life skills like learning to drive, and check in weekly. How's your online world treating you? And listen way more than you talk. Share a light story from your own teen years to normalize it. One mom told me that she started with, I once clicked something sketchy, total accident. What about you? And it opened the floodgates. Remember, these chats, they're not lectures, they're bridges to trust. Your teen needs to know that you're their ally, you're not the fun police. And if we skip this, we're basically handing them a map to a minefield without a flashlight. Don't do that to them or to yourself. Mistake number three: relying solely on parental control software. The magic filter bullet. It sounds great, right? Apps like Custodio or Net Nanny are awesome tools, but treating them like the whole arsenal, it's a big no no. Teens are wizards at workarounds, VPNs, incognito mode, you name it. Worse, filters don't build the muscle or self control or teach why porn's a bad bet for their brain and their heart. And parents, we get complacent thinking it's handled while blind spots grow. A study in cyber psychology, behavior, and social networking found that over reliance on tech blocks leads to rebound binges when kids figure it out. So smart move, layer it up, use controls as backup, not the start. Pair them with real talk. These filters keep the creeps out, but it's really about you learning to spot and skip the junk. Install monitoring on family devices, sure, but review history together monthly, like a no shame audit. Teach them critical thinking. What does this context say about real relationships? How is it messing with your mood? And encourage questions. Pause before clicking. Ask, is this worth my headspace? This builds resilient that no app can. And pro tip, make it fun. A review session with ice cream and what we learned. Accountability without the guilt trip. You've got this. Number four, being overly restrictive or punitive. We're talking the knee jerk reaction, busting your teen for porn sites and yanking the phone, grounding them for life, or going full lockdown mode. I totally get the instinct to protect, but this, it backfires hard. Teens go underground, they hide everything, and trust evaporates. Secretive habits like porn addiction thrive in the shadows. And they stop asking for help because mom or dad will freak. Data from the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse shows punitive approaches spike rebellion and isolation. Instead, channel your inner guide, not judge. If you catch it, breathe deep, approach with curiosity. Say, I saw some adult stuff in your history. What's going on? Let's figure this out together. No blame. Collaborate on the fixes, maybe new boundaries. Cool. Need a counselor? Let's find one. Frame slips is growth. Everyone messes up. I'm here to help you course correct. I worked with a dad who swapped punishment for a reset plan. And they journaled triggers together, celebrated the small wins. His teen opened up for the first time in years. Punishment might feel good short term, but support builds the long game win. Be the safe harbor, not the storm. Finally, mistake number five, ignoring your own tech habits. We're our kids' first mirror, people. If you're doom scrolling TikTok during dinner, or leaving your tablet open to steaming Netflix, or binging questionable YouTube late at night, guess what? They're watching and copying. Inconsistent vibes undermine everything. You do it, well, why can't I? It erodes your authority and normalizes lax boundaries. A survey by Common Sense Media found that teens whose parents modeled poor habits are 40% more likely to overdo screens themselves. So it's time to level up. Walk the talk, ditch the phone during family hangouts, use ad blockers religiously, steer clear of iffy sites, share your wins. I put my phone in timeout during talks because it helps me connect better. What's your go to for staying focused? Make it a family challenge, maybe tech free Tuesdays. Who's in? This isn't hypocrisy, it's hypocrisy proof parenting. One parent that I worked with started a digital detox date night with their teen, zero screens, all stories. And it sparked talks about porn's real toll, like how it warps expectations. So model it and they will follow. Whew. Well, there you have it. The five mistakes that can sneakily fuel porn addiction through tech mismanagement: skipping boundaries, dodging talks, filter only fixes, punishment over partnership, and forgetting your own screen glow. But avoiding them, that's your superpower. It takes intention with a dash of patience and consistent engagement to build a home where your teen thrives online and off. Start small. Today, pick maybe one thing: that open chat over a smoothie, a single boundary like phones off at 9 o'clock, or modeling a quick phone break. These ripple out big time. You're not just managing tech, you're raising a resilient human. So, for more, grab the recovery toolbox for teens, It's packed with teen-friendly guides on porn's brain impact, and plus parenting tips. You can find it at therapyassociates.net. It's in the bookstore. If it's deeper, check out our outpatient services at Therapy Associates, or if safety or risk issues exist, including sexual acting out, dangerous online behaviors, or pervasive mental health issues like suicidality, self harm, depression, destructive anger, the Star Guides treatment program is the ultimate intervention for pornography addiction and a major game changer. Links for these resources are below. Parents, thanks for watching, and drop me an email or comment. Which mistake hit home for you? Share this with a parent, friend. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And remember, you've got the tools. Now go empower that teen. I will see you in the next video.